computer? Okay, I'm recording. Okay,
Got it.
so the
Okay.
first thing, there's that blog. I see the blogging it. Okay, here's the form. I'm clicking on the form.
Okay, I'm still in screen share. Do you want me to get out
Oh,
and use screen
let me
share?
screen share. This will stop the screen sharing. Do you want to continue? Oh, no, it is screen sharing.
Yeah, I'm screen sharing.
Okay, so if you're
So do
screen
you
sharing,
want me to stop? Do you want me to stop so that you can take over, or do you want me to continue to
go,
talk?
since you're already sharing, please go through the steps, and this way I'm recording it and we can see. We'll document what we did and retrace the steps to remember what we did.
Okay, so we go to the drive, the little triangle thing, right? That's the drive. And then we go over to blogging it and we open it up and it's got the questions and it's got the responses. And this is, gosh, I hate looking at this stuff. Ugh. But it does have the files that were submitted, so that's a good thing. I'm glad I went down that long. Um, and then it's got the individuals. So it's got the individual. So we've got Elaine. She submitted that thing to the studio page. It was the picture. Oh, I thought it was yeah, it wasn't a video. It was a JPEG and or an HEIC. Um and that was an image. So the image was here. So we can access the image here, or we can access the image. Wait a minute, where was it? The image. Well, why am it? Why? I found it before. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Well, it's probably best overall. Um, that we get the name of the person, right?
Yes.
We get where it's going, and we might have to take some notes, right? Along the way, as far as the person, we might need to copy it onto a Word doc um that we later dump. And then or uh here
I like that the best.
we go here, then we've got the names and the dates and their email addresses, which we don't do anything with their email addresses. But we know where it goes, we know the type of document, and upload the file.
Oh, it's a very good way of keeping track of everything. I really like that. That's an excellent tool, and you could actually pick up all the elements that way.
Yeah.
And
And we
if
don't
you
need
had a
to
question,
we don't need to upload the file from here because it's already in the drive.
right?
So when we go to, no, that's not where we're going. No, that's still not where we're going. When we go here, it's already all right, so let's get out of here. And when we want to insert something, and all that we have to do is go to here, and well, those images are gonna, well, that's not true either. There we go. Those I just can't talk anymore because it gets my throat all sore and gravelly. So then we don't have to worry about pulling them out because it'll be in the folder on the drive.
Excellent. I'm glad that we retraced the steps. And thank you for doing that. Thank you for making it fresh in my mind. And then we'll have the video. I'll save the video and I'll put it in the direct message Slack link so that we can
Right.
always refer back to having be able to refer back to, oh, this is what we do.
Yep. Super. That's great. Okay. So while we're in here, do we want to look at anything else that maybe we wanted to refresh or whatever? Look at again. So
Well,
you got
it
it
was
in that video?
when you got to, how did you get to Google Drive over here? We're on the studio page. What did you click on to get to Google Drive for these elements that are already in the drive that we don't have to upload? We just have to insert them maybe to the page that we wanted to.
So I save on my computer for each type of thing that I'm doing, the elements that I need to have. So the Google Drive, I have it pinned on here. I also have the actual site, and then I have small works for them because sometimes I go in there for that. Then I have the gallery website, and I have the small work submit form. So I have a bunch of stuff that all relates to the website or whatnot. And then all of these little pages, or I'm going to go through and close most of them because they were just things we worked on today, and some of them are duplicates. In fact, you can see there's 2 things here that are duplicated, 2 things here that are duplicated. Okay, so you can see if I go down here, I've got all of these pages, and so for example, this is my website, and I have my Google Drive for my stuff here. And then I have the web page to do stuff, and my final web page, and my um artsy stuff, not the full Fountain House stuff because that's was the other one, and then some email stuff and the various things that I correlate to my website. So that's where I put stuff. I create a page, right? A web page, and I make a link to that drive that I use all the time for that page. And then I go in and I make a link to that page. And then I make it as the one I'm working on and the finished one, and then any other things that correlate to that page. And sometimes they're little, like the one um for where is it here? Well, that's big now, but typically it's little. Well, maybe let me get all out of here.
Well, a very good thing that I will remember
Yeah,
from today is
here's
that
this. This.
from the elements that we downloaded that you kept in your drive, the pictures and the links, that you could then insert them or embed them in the actual page after you upload to post it on the blogging it page in the section that you want. And plus we have the spreadsheet. And if somebody submitted something that there was a question about, they could make like a question mark on the spreadsheet and also reach out to our uh, staff on the gallery.
Yeah, let me go in here right And let's see, that's a timestamp. I'm thinking about oh, I put your stuff in the wrong place
Why?
because I didn't know where it was supposed to go. Because I didn't have this thing. Remember when I was talking to her? I didn't know where it was supposed to go. Um, because I didn't have this in front of me. I didn't have this spreadsheet. And so remember me telling her is like I don't have all the stuff. I knew it was Judith. So I put in Judith's name, but I didn't know where everything was supposed to go. So then she showed me this this, and she showed me that other form, uh, that can show me where I didn't know that was there. I didn't know it was there. So I put your two mushrooms pictures, which
Yes,
I think that's what those two things are. I put
yes.
those in the mushroom bloom. I didn't put them in show and tell. And where would you want them in show and tell? Does it say?
Oh, no, in mushroom bloom is fine.
Okay, because you have it saying show and tell acrylic. Oh yeah.
Okay, because on the form, there was no place to, okay, here's the thing. When I was filling out the form, I was a little bit confused. I put
Okay.
show and tell acrylic because it's show and tell acrylic, but it was really I in the last one with the links with the embed, I clicked other and then typed in mushroom bloom because there is no place to put mushroom bloom.
Yeah, there is.
I didn't see it. Maybe my mistake, my oversight. I apologize if that's the case.
That's okay. So let's go here and we're gonna go in to fill out a form. And well, let's just make sure it is there. Um, maybe it's not
Because when
there.
yeah, I typed in other and then typed in mushroom bloom.
Why isn't it there?
Well, I had remembered that we had one, so that's why I typed in other. I clicked other and typed in mushroom bloom.
Because we have in our um we have in our um we in our um list on the thing a page called mushroom bloom.
We
See it?
absolutely do, but
And that's where I put it.
yeah. Well, the form
Why?
and the list of sections don't line up exactly. I'm thinking.
Yeah, yeah, all right, I'm glad we got there. um
Okay, we have a what's. I think that's the only difference. We have what's happening now. We just don't have mushroom bloom.
well, is that the only thing? How do I edit this? um
Can I make one more suggestion, please?
yeah.
If it's possible on this form to have a tiny little section that says for operator only. In other words, it wouldn't be filled out by, it wouldn't be one of the things filled out by the person, but it would show up on the spreadsheet. Like a checkbox that you or I, when we finally upload it, we check a little check mark saying this has now been uploaded. for use
Yeah,
by operator.
that's what I was going in to do. And then I was trying to figure out where it went. And that's when I noticed that you didn't have those things in for the mushroom bloom.
Right.
Remember, that's what I was trying to do, is come up with a place of where
Okay.
we were gonna do that. And then I got off track.
Yeah.
So
So it would go on the form, and this way,
we,
because everything on the form goes into the spreadsheet.
yeah, so I gotta figure out how we edit
Could I
this.
have a section of the form that's not enterable by the person submitting it, but would be like a notation field for the person working on it, for the operator.
No, I think that would go into the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have it be on the spreadsheet. Um, oh, this drives me crazy. So this is the thing. Open with Google Forms. There we go. Okay. Oh, I think, yeah, okay. So can you go on your page and tell me where um where blue, never mind, I'll do it. Was that the only thing missing?
Yes.
Okay. So you understand why it wouldn't be on here, right? Because this is them filling out their information, and then it's going to end up on the spreadsheet. And um I don't need to
You know,
say.
I wanted a hidden field, but you know, if it's doable or not doable, I don't know.
I think it's irrelevant
All
because
right.
when we go to our spreadsheet, we're going to put in a field, and I'm not sure where. That's where I was going to try to figure out where we want it to be. Um, and maybe we just put it right at the very beginning.
I do have one other question about the form since we're talking about it. The reason why I put the video links into a document is because there's no place on the form to just put a link for a video.
Say that again.
Um, originally,
I was paying attention
I'm
to
sorry,
what I was doing and didn't hear you.
for for filling out the form, I found that the easiest way for me to add the video was to put the link on a document in the form that I was submitting, because I noticed that when you click on the video, there's no opportunity to just add a link for a video next to the video. You know, like you can upload a small video file uh, per se, as long as it's uh, small enough to upload. But if you want to have a link to a file, you know, let's say that lives somewhere else, you can't. You can only like load a file. You can't just put a link for for a file,
Why would you want to have a link rather than just uploading the file?
depending on the size of the file.
Did you find that the file was too big? Did you try to do it and it was too big?
Yes.
Okay. So then we need to be able to tell people that if their file is too large, well, I think we had a limit in the amount of space that they could do, based probably on the amount of space we can have.
Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to be able to put a link, what I envisioned for the blog in the first place, is that this would be like a way for people to share information. Say, I came across this and it was so good. Please have a look. You're going to really like this. This is really shows insight. And be able to pass a link for a video, same way that you would in Slack. But that means that when you check off video, instead of just uploading the video, that you have to be able to have the opportunity to just put a link.
Okay, so when we come down to here and I entered in your upload, then that would have me going back and copying all that information underneath your video, right?
Well, just the link, actually.
Or over. Well, that's what I did. I put in the link, and that doesn't tell all the information about what you just said.
Oh, well, I just wanted the link. I didn't, the information would be, let's say, if somebody wanted to add comments, like, you know, be able to put a blurb, put comments next to what the thing I'm sharing this information because, and giving some blurb, some verbiage, some narrative.
Well, that's what I just said. That's what I just said, is that if you want that to happen, then the person's going to have to upload the link, then go back, get the content, and come back here and add it in here. I'm not sure that that's such a big issue, but we're going to have to figure out. It's just another step, right? But we're going to need to how to figure out how we communicate that on the form, blog it form, so people know they can submit a video via a link in a
Right.
Word document, and that they can make comments through a Word document specifically for that link, so that we know that Merry Christmas. Um, you know, I actually felt like it should say something underneath there about Judith wishes everyone a Merry Christmas or something, but
Okay.
I didn't want to put words in your mouth. You know, that wasn't up to me to do that.
The Merry
But
Mushroom Christmas.
that also wasn't on, that also wasn't on the Word document. So I didn't want
Okay.
to make up stuff. So you're talking about having content. So you need to own it, girl. If you want it there, you need to put it in the Word document. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that brings us back to the form. And where this is the form where we can make changes. So, all right, this is where they put it. I mean, where they're saying they want it to live. And then this is the type of thing. And upload your file. And then I agree. So, let's see. We don't want to add a question. Oh yeah, maybe it's a question. Okay. You can help me anytime.
It's fine.
Oh gosh. Sorry, let me get a drink of water. Oh god, give me a headache. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you a headache. I apologize.
Oh, that wasn't on you. That was that harsh coughing. It gave me
Okay.
trauma to my head.
Well, I have stomach problems, and I did find something that is, I there's a place called Pickle Guy in the Lower East Side, and
What
I
guy? What?
Pickle Guy, and I got a delivery of pickled turnips sent to my house, and I find it helps my stomach. It's like very probiotic,
Oh,
and
good.
I've been it's like a cleanse. I'm having pickled turnips, and I'm very happy having that.
Okay, good. Okay, so what I'm working on that I really could use some, let's um brainstorm, that's the word, brainstorm here, is we're adding in another question to get the answer of, do they have content that goes, or word content that goes along with their video or picture that they want to say, right?
Yes,
All right.
verbiage.
So how am I putting that into this form section? Um
Add a comment.
okay, good. All right, this is a long yes. All right, but we want it to be more than just add a comment, because we want them to understand that it goes along with their photo or video, right?
Yes.
And they can put a paragraph, right? Let's have this be a long text, not just a short one,
Sure.
right? Because, yeah, because I don't know how short it is, but we want them to have it to be, yeah. Okay, so this doesn't have to be required, right? That's
No.
just if they want to,
Optional.
right?
Now, you see, where it says type of submission, PDF or link, you went next to where you click video, you can upload the file, but it doesn't give you the opportunity to have a link for the video.
Um, and you're saying they have to have the ability to have a link because the size of the video is too small.
I would recommend being able to have a link for that reason. Yes.
No, I'm asking you, are you telling me that that's what as required.
Yes. When I tried to upload the files for my videos, it said too big.
How's that look?
If your file is too big to upload, feel free to add the link as text in a Word document. Okay, yeah, that works.
That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. 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 So I think she says this automatically saves. But I am going to send it to you just to make sure that it is oh, saving.
Okay.
I think it does automatically save, but um I think it is one of those things that's because it's in the drive, everything in the drive automatically saves.
I
You don't
just
have
got the email from you. Okay, let
okay.
me see. Okay, fill out form. Let me click on it. Yes, it took. All your changes took, and I
Okay.
appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. I'm glad we went through that. And I'm glad we spotted the things that we did by going through like the form, for example, and um me noticing that you didn't do it in the mushroom and like why didn't you do that? Well, because it wasn't there. What? Right? I didn't know it wasn't there because yeah, I didn't know. I missed it. So it takes another set of eyes. So based on that, right?
Yes,
Anything that I do, please go in and look at it and see if it does have everything it's supposed to have,
I will
right?
definitely do that. I give
Because
you my word.
sometimes, just like I told you, I can't go into Slack and go through all that stuff. It's just too much for me to take on.
Absolutely,
And when I
100%.
write, and when I was back writing articles for the paper, I couldn't edit my own stuff because there was, there was just so much stuff that I put in there, and when I read it the way I thought I wrote it, and so things needed to be edited when you create stuff. When I create stuff, I'm not going to put that on you, and I make this as a general thing for people. When people write stuff, it is to their benefit to have someone edit because they don't always see the mistakes because they think they read it the way they thought it was supposed to be written, not how it turned out to be.
I
So,
promise I will do that.
uh,
When you do the spreadsheet, when you put like the little checkbox
oh yeah,
about
we're
whether
gonna do
something
that.
was uploaded or not, let's see if we could also put like,
So what I did, I added, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I added,
okay,
can you see on my screen? I add that it got posted. So we could probably put posted and put the name, our name and date.
if, if somebody has a question or a concern that they're gonna be passing along to Elaine or Becky, that would be the place to put it also, like, not posted because, or, post, posting delayed because of question or concern. Very good, excellent, I appreciate it, thank you.
Oops. Okay.
Do you want us to be able to initial, like, posted by Tara Sue, posted by Judy?
Yeah, I think we should have it dated and named and dated. But I don't
Okay,
know if that puts too much in here. So let's go back to here. I guess I was gonna put in here, but it feels like it's too much stuff. But it covers it because um even if we need assistance, we need to have the name, and it would be good for them to know the date that we're asking for help. But the other part of that is we're going to have to let them know, because they're not going to just go into this forum and see if there's trouble.
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so, when we end this session, I'm going to save the recording and put it into the Slack channel.
Okay. Oh, I can't see with my glasses.
I think we had a very good appointment. I think that we covered a lot and accomplished something. And I thank you for showing me everything, because I learned something also now.
Well, so did I. So did I. We tripped over stuff that we needed to know about. So that was good. It worked out around all around. So yeah, thanks for being patient with me. Um and I'm really curious to see if this posted thing, well, we're going to have to come back in after the form automatically generates and put that name and date in. Well, it already has the date that it gets posted. So we don't need to put the name and date. I mean, we need our name, but we don't need the
Or
date,
initials.
right? Well, let's keep it with name, just so I don't. It might be harder on me not to. What happened? Okay.
Very good, very clear.
Okay. All right. So I hope that the other stuff comes in and that this remains blank and that we can go in and put what we need to.
Well, thank you for everything, and
You're
make
welcome.
sure you stay hydrated because you don't want to lose your voice.
Yeah, yeah, I need to do that. Okay. Thank you, Judith.
Take care.
I
See
appreciate
you.
you.
See you next time. See you tomorrow.
Alrighty, bye-bye.